Yeah, boy.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to the boss fight between Lionheart and Tit. Um, Unfortunately, the first match went out of sync, and we have Tit winning the first match between Lionheart, and Lionheart lost the first one. And we're gonna jump you straight into the second match.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 2 Finals of Beat the Boss, the year 2023, hosted by the Free Food Party, yours truly. So, what we have here is the second game between Aiken, aka Tit, against Lionheart. Now, the first game they played unfortunately went out of sync, but the first game was won by the boss, by Aiken. So it was a Portugal against Haudenosaunee matchup, and he
Oh, it
picked
was
Haudenosaunee and
Sweden,
won.
Sweden, Sweden versus
Oh,
House.
it was against Sweden. Oh, and he beat Sweden with Haudenosaunee.
Correct.
This matchup, Aiken had to pick first. So he picked Russia, and Lionheart very smartly counterpicked with Ottoman. Probably one of the worst matchups in the game for any Civ, actually, is Russia Ottomans. So, what are you thinking of this game, Caverna? Seeing as Ted is the better player and he is the boss, but he's playing a very, very unfavored matchup.
Yeah, I agree, and also, like Russians, I don't think they are in the best position in terms of in comparison with the Ottomans, which is I think it's an S tier at the moment. So I think he has to play his A game here to actually take the win.
Yeah, I believe that Ted has some experience. He hasn't been around quite often lately. He is quite rusty, actually. But anyway, Aiken is Aiken. He is the guy that beat Kaiser Klein and the Kings of the Old World. He is a very good player, a very renowned player for a very long time. But Lionheart, man, Lionheart has proved a lot of people, including me, wrong about his status as a player. He has been absolutely phenomenal this beat the boss and the ECL that's currently going on. He is just proving that time and time again that he can beat any player in the game when on his best. So I'm very excited to see what he has up his sleeve today. And in all honesty, this matchup really, really favors him. I'm very perplexed to see how Aiken can get a win here.
Okay, looking at Lion's Heart deck here, we have a very H2 play possibilities, H3 as well. I mean, a very standard deck. I think it's a very similar deck to what I have at the moment. So I do approve this. And then on the other side, we go into the Russians. You want to talk about the Russians? You're more familiar with Russians yourself, Shake.
Yeah, we see a very, very, very interesting first card from Tit. He's actually going for ATP, the Advanced Trading Posts, that makes all your trading posts gain more HP, have an attack of, I think, 20 if I'm not mistaken, and makes them, what is it, about 40% cheaper at 120 wood per trading post. So it's very interesting that he's choosing to go for an ATP build against Ottoman here because it's way easier for Ottoman to gain the TP line, and it's also way easier for Ottoman to hold the TP line. So I'm interested to see how this is going to go down and if Lionheart is going to notice it.
Yeah, it's only like three trade posts. Your Lionheart already has one of them here, so I don't know how useful that will be. But I guess he's going for experience at the first, and then maybe take map control, and maybe he can actually
Oh, what are we
regain.
saying here? What are we seeing
Oh,
here? This is actually very, very bad for Aiken right now. His Explorer is very rapidly losing health to the Ottoman Explorer attacking him. And is he going to finish that TP on time, or is the Vil going to have to... Oh, no, he actually finished it on time. Well, that's a bit of a bummer because you wasted so many villager seconds on that Vil there. And again, going back to this ATP build, Lionheart starts with a TP. Imagine if Lionheart would have started two TPs, then that card would have been absolutely useless right now for Aiken.
so yeah, you can see here Lionheart. Actually, I think he's gonna eat that buffalo right now. He's preparing for it. Um, I wonder if he's gonna go into an FF or he's gonna play in some H2. Russia tends to put a lot of pressure, so he has to maybe do something in the beginning. Otherwise, he might be in trouble. I think a MFF might be best. Let's see.
Hmm. I think honestly, if Russia wants to stand a chance, it has to try and FF itself. I don't see Russia being very successful with an H2 play against Ottoman. because Ottoman has so many strong shipments they can ship back to back. They don't really even need to ship the 2 Falconets as the first H3 shipments. If they decide to FF, they can just age up with the 4 Delhi, ship the Spahi straight upon age up, and practically be fine afterwards. Just make a couple of Janissaries, a couple of Avis guns, Cav archers potentially also, if Russia decides to mass Cossacks rather than infantry units, which it doesn't do quite often, by the way. But I think this is just a very, very bad matchup. But again, Tit, he is the boss. He is the better player of the two. So I'm really excited to see what build he has in mind actually today.
So you also shipped, I think, distributivism on the back of that, and maybe he was there with some Cossacks trying to get some raids in, or maybe he's gonna just go to the 700 coin try to jump himself. So you're gonna find out that right now, and it is the Cossacks. Do we see a forward blockhouse? We do. No military production at the moment. Let's see what Lionheart is up to. So he's already aging up. Already made a couple of Janissaries.
Wow. So we're actually seeing Lionheart go for what I expected he would go, just a naked FF. He already has a couple of Janus training, and we're not seeing a single military unit out on the field yet from Russia. If we can switch to Aiken's
Right.
perspective yet,
Yeah, he's gonna come with the
this is
Cossacks right
very
now.
weird.
With
The
the tiny
Cossacks,
Strelets.
and he's gonna follow up with Strelets, but if Ottoman Aegis with the 4 Delhi, this especially just dead actually. He can have a good Minuteman pop if he just decides to cancel some Janissaries, and that's gonna be it. And even if he's researched the stagecoach right now for the TPs, don't forget he only has 75% of the TP. Sorry, 66% of the TPs because Lionheart has the other 33%. He has one for free, so this is very questionable right now by Aiken. I don't know what he's thinking. He does
Oh,
pick
look
up a
at this.
Vil
That's a
though.
very good pop for Lionheart. Getting
Oh
those
wow.
delis on those Strelets heads. They're gonna go down. Wow. That's a very good
Yep.
pickup for him right here, right now.
Great micro by Aiken trying to save the rest of the Strelets, but if those Spahis just keep chasing, they're gonna get all of those Strelets, and that's not gonna be a problem. Now Lionheart has 2
That is.
shipments pending right now, so let's see what he ships. He ships the Nizam Fusiliers and he ships the 2 Falconets. This is a push that's gonna be very hard to hold, especially with those Baji Bozuks or Ottoman Minutemen being called. I don't know how Russia deals with this. In all honesty, I want to be positive and see a way for Aiken to get out of this, but this is looking very, very tough right now. He already has 6 Janissaries, 6 Basil Bosniks, and he's going to have another 6 Nizam Fusiliers defending those Falconets on top of having the Delhi.
Okay, he's aging up with the Exile Prince. Are we just still behind though? Um, he's can't make any units right now. And Lionheart's gonna come with Tempo. It's gonna come with also here you go, the veteran Nazim. And on top of that, the Falconets are just coming. What do you think about the early Minutemen though?
Well,
I
I
was
think the Minutemen was a bit of an overreaction to those Cossacks. He already was popping the 4 Delhi. He had a couple of Jans in base. The only thing they're gonna do is either take damage from the blockhouse, which is gonna be basically for free for him because he would rather lose the Bashi Bozics one by one than lose a full Janissary. And it's just too strong, isn't it? The Ottoman Bashi Bozics. We know next patch they're gonna get nerfed slightly, but they're gonna get nerfed. Their multipliers against infantry, funnily enough, will not be nerfed. Only their multiplier against Vil won't get nerfed. Because funny fact, Ottoman can actually one-shot Vils with Bashi Bozics in H1. So this is just looking like too strong of a push for Aiken to be able to hold.
Here comes the Falcon push. And I don't think he has a shipment just yet, so he's gonna be in big trouble here. He might lose his blockhouse, and I don't know what he's gonna be able to do from here. We do gonna have some raids on the back here still happening. That blockhouse goes down. And what else Lionheart is up to? Shipping then the 6 up Abus gunners. Saying that correctly now.
Yes. It's not an abuse.
Not Abus, Abus. Alright, let's go.
Abu. Like Prince Abu, the monkey of Aladdin. Abu.
Yeah, we had our trouble here. We need a shipment that Falconet right now. We should have down militia here. We might lose that blockhouse. It's not gonna go up. He has to sacrifice some of his villagers in the process.
Wow, not only did he lose so many villagers, he just has no mass in defending his falconets when he eventually is going to push them. What's stopping Lionheart from just putting um his Janissaries in melee and just killing the falconets, even if he loses the falconet war, which I really don't believe he's gonna do. He's trying to pull out some vills, and Lionheart is having some trouble with the pathing right now, and
Nice
with
volley though.
packing and unpacking of his falconets, and he did lose a falconet now, but again, he is already open and ready to fire on those falconets. So, what real damage are those falconets gonna do? He doesn't even put all of his Janissaries in melee. He just puts 5 of them there, and there we go. That's already one of the falconets down. The other one is down. Aiken is down to no racks, only vills, an H3, yes, but he has nothing to defend this with, and now he's just slowly but surely losing a couple of villagers. Vill micro is
A
not good.
couple.
This is just looks
Oh
over. He
gosh.
has 17 bills, and this town center is gonna go
Uh,
down. And GG, and Lionheart is the new winner of the Beat the Boss challenge. He is the first player in this event's history who has successfully been able to complete the entire challenge, including beating the boss. Lionheart, a big congratulations to you. That was some grade A Ottoman gameplay.
I thought that was amazing. I think he had a great tempo. He used the advantage of the a fast fortress really well. Aiken lost some of the tempo and could not recover from that. Um, Lionheart going into a victory of the tournament, into beating the boss. Congratulations, Lionheart, for taking 450 Dora. Very nice. So here is the villager graph, military count. As you can see, Lionheart was way ahead. Like they have the first engagement and lost those. Those Strelets went down, and it's just like the bigger mass, the bigger tempo, and he could not recover from that.
All right, so I have invited Lionheart on for an interview. So lay sweat on him, and he has said honestly, beat the boss tourney been my favorite tourney. Thanks, Jake 2020 OOE and KavernaTV. Lionheart, that was an amazing performance throughout, even in the finals against a very good player. In the finals was Passy, beating Oliveira so convincingly as well, and now taking a game off the boss. That was just amazing. And here we have the man of the hour, Lionheart. Hello,
Yo, yo.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, how are you feeling, man? The first winner, actual winner, beat the boss.
Do you know what? Like, I actually had so much fun. I really like the design of the Beat the Boss tournament. It's just, I don't know, I find it really fun. But yeah, I mean, I didn't care about the money. I didn't care about all of that. All I wanted to do was get my name on your
That's what
on
they
your
all
Discord.
say.
No,
That's
I
what
wanted
they
my
all
name on
say.
your Discord as me beating the boss and the first one ever on there. So I'm really chuffed with that. Yeah, so sorry about I didn't record it. I completely forgot. I should have done that on OBS. It's a shame that the game went out of sync because it was a really good game actually. It lasted quite a while. It was obviously a Sweden versus Haudenosaunee. I don't know how you think that matchup goes, Shake, but on a water map, Haudenosaunee can do really well. It feels like it's quite a decent matchup for Haudenosaunee. And yeah, and it's quite a skinny-ish linear map, so all the gold mines and all the torps are placed in a really kind of obvious position. And it was just kind of a lot of back and forth. And he did a really good job of booming on the water whilst keeping me contained at the same time. And it probably went on for about 30 minutes, and then just kind of he took a lot of the sea. I went obviously Musk Falcon, mixed in some Jaegers and whatnot, and I took a lot of the sea back at one point, but at that point it was too late, and he just kind of out ecoed me really, and I never really had full torps for longer than 2 minutes or anything like that at any given time. So yeah, he played really well the first game.
How are you feeling after that win? Because that was Wigi Masterclass worthy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I wasn't. I was surprised about the Russia pick, to be honest, because obviously I then it's you get a lot of advantages not being the boss because the first pick was both of us were blind, and I didn't expect Howden to show anything. I was really expecting India because I think Tip plays India, right? So I was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
expecting that, and I was kind of it was kind of a bit of a blessing that he went Russia. I was like, oh well. it's on Punjab. That's an easy, auto FF map, especially versus Russia. And yeah, I saw his explorer like angled down towards the TP. You probably saw it that game, and he was quite low health. I was like, right, he's definitely going for the TP. So I think forcing his explorer, killing his explorer, really probably like secured the win for me that game. Like everything
Yeah.
would have needed to go right for him, and from age one I caught his explorer. So yeah, I just kind of harassed quite well age one and just played pretty simple and kept it simple. I'll tell you one thing though, I'm a little bit gutted that I didn't get to play the third map, because I kid you not, I had something up my sleeve which was gonna be OP as hell. But
But do you want anything else you want to say, Lionheart? That's your time.
thanks to you and Shake and whoever else has been a part of the tournament.
Crispy K and Ronky. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Conky, all them lads, because I've really enjoyed Beat the Boss. I hope you do it again, and by all, I would like to sit back and watch the next one, but I hope you generate a lot of hype for the next one, because I think it's a really cool, unique tournament, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Well,
Great.
I'd like to thank you everybody for watching us. Thanks Lionheart for being such a good lad. Very easy to deal with. 100% you're gonna be invited for our next tournament. And
For sure.
Congratulations once again. It was a blast to have you. And thank you everybody. I'll catch you guys later.